Hey, what's up guys? Gonna be doing a deck profile for my Logia deck, which is a pretty interesting deck. I think I only played it like twice, so I'm 2-0 with it. It's not a very fun deck. Most of the stuff is pretty cookie cutter, like the plays, like you don't make any plays, so I don't really like the play style of it, but hey, I mean, with all the reprints of like Logia and Dolka, hey, I mean, this would be maybe a fun deck just to try out for fun. And it's an okay deck, realistically. It's almost similar to Dino Rabbits, like, it's really linear. But that said, let's just get right into the deck profile, then I'll explain my choices as we go along. So, first off, we've got double Castaneros. I don't like Castanero because he's kind of like Hydreigon and Guaiba. I'm sure you guys are familiar with those cards. But this is the thing with him. You contribute it to special summon 2 level 6 or lower fire dinosaur type monster from your deck, but their effects are negated and they're banished during the end phase. So you can't really use him effectively on your opponent's turn, whereas with Hydreigon, if they attack into you, you can like lance them and then you still get your Hydreigon and it stays on the field. So pretty good stuff. But yeah, he's pretty good. He's 1600, and then he's just like a Hydreigon, which is also 1600. Hydreigon's the best though. He's way better than Guaiba, just because Hydreigon allows you to attack with the other monster. So potentially, if they have a lot of stuff on the field, there actually should be Book of Moon in here. What is this? Let's put Book of Moon. Let's do it right now. Let's change the deck profile right now. Wow, there's a lot of books. Okay, Book of Moon's actually right there. But that said, yeah, Book of Moon definitely should be in here. So yeah, if you Book of Moon, and then you can like Hydreigon, and then like maybe you attack into like Dandelion. Oh, wait, does it have to send to the graveyard? It does have to send to the graveyard. Tokens can't go to the graveyard, so won't work in Dandelion. Well, it'll work if you kill Dandelion, but it won't work if you kill the tokens. But that said, yeah. Pretty much, if there's multiple like low-level monsters on the field, it's pretty good. Honestly, I do like Hydreigon and Guaiba versus Mermail Atlanteans, because at their first turn, if they go Undyne or they set like Lind, you could go potentially Super Plus off them. But yeah, Guaiba, pretty self-explanatory. Dragvello, he's just another dinosaur, and he's also another target for Guaiba to grab. So Guaiba into Velo unless you've already went through all your Velos. But yeah, I don't like to Guaiba into Guaiba because why do that? Because, you know, I'd rather draw a Guaiba. The next up for the, that's it for the monsters though. There's only 11 monsters, but there is triple like reinforcement Omni for the dinosaurs. So it's basically, you could say it's 14 monsters. Then I play Dark Hole, Triple Lance. Let's organize this. What's this all? Okay, there's Book of Moon. So first, Book of Moon, because, you know, you can Book of Moon stuff and run over with these guys. And then Dark Hole, because of Dark Hole. And Lance, and because Lance is just as awesome as Shrink. Actually, kind of better sometimes. But yeah, Lance is awesome because they attack into you, and then you go damage step Lance, and then they lose, and you get a monster, and then you could, you know, attack, go to Logia, Dolka, whatever you need to make. And then a triple Fossil Dig, so triple reinforcement of the dinosaur. And then Heavy Storm, Mind Control. I think Mind Control is good, just gets stuff out of the way. You're like, no, I don't want that card. And then Reborn, and then triple Space Typhoon, because, you know, I want to make sure my plays are a lot safer. And I could run Night Beam. Night Beam is an option, but sometimes with like field spells, like I figured, you know, maybe if I played against Gravekeepers like that Necro Valley just makes him too strong, so I don't want to deal with it. And then Double Duality, and also the thing with Space Typhoon, the thing that makes Night Beam better is if you're playing against Mermails, which is a very popular deck. Night Beam is kind of better because they can't chain the Abyss Sphere. And then I play Double Duality because sometimes if you already have Logia, you already have control, you don't really need it, like, you know, to special summon that turn. Also, first turn in this deck, you don't have an option to make Logia. It's just not available because there's no rabbit. So if it's good first turn, and then like, you know, if you need to add like the Lance or you need the monster, and then you can set the Lance and you can go for it next turn anyways. Pretty good. And then triple Shrink, just because, you know, the whole point of the deck is to make like Logia as much as possible, or any rank 4 exceed. Next up, Double Bottomless, Double Deep Prison, Solemn Brigade, and Triple Starlight Road, because you need every back row because your monsters are awful. Because, like, I just kind of just threw it in there because I was like, well, let's just throw a Triple Starlight Road in, because there's so many trap and spells that are, like, you know, quick plays, and I want all my stuff to be as active as possible. And then, like, when you go and you have, like, you know, a first turn Hydreigon plus Lance plus Shrink, and then, like, a Starlight Road, you're like, oh, that's cool, I can't even lose now. And then Mermails come, they're like, oh, it's cool, I'm just going to pop a whole bunch of one cards, like single cards by itself. Now you lose, and then you're like, oh darn. But yeah, that said, as far as the extra deck, you should be playing triple Logia, but I only had room to fit in double because apparently I decided 2 Levier was good, even though you only need 1. You won't really make it too often, but the thing is, Castanera is level 3, so if you reborn one of their level 3s and, you know, your stuff gets banished, you can bring it back and then maybe run over something. And then you can end up with a Logia and a Levier on the field. Not bad. Probably should play Zenmanes though. I don't know why they were double Levier. I mean, I really just made this deck really fast, and it's an okay deck. It's not like the best, but hey, it can at least compete with some of the tier 2 to 5 decks. I think it's okay. But that said, yeah, it's a deck profile. Well, I guess we can go over it. We'll mouse over these. There's nothing too out of the ordinary. I would recommend playing this because sometimes in main phase 2 you can just burn them for 800 and you win, and you feel very dirty doing it because it's burn damage. But yeah, it's a deck profile for Logia because hey, everything got reprinted in the whole Dino Rabbit deck. Except for, well, actually, Hydra Gun came as ultra rare. And what was it? I think was it Legendary Collection, I think? He came as ultra rare, which was awesome. Too bad he didn't get reprinted as secret rare, though, in that, what is it? Yugi's World, maybe? Secret. That would have been awesome. But yeah, I don't think he needed another reprint, to be honest. But he actually came in super rare as a champion pack card, I believe. But yeah, enough about talking about reprints, about Hydreigon. I honestly do like Hydreigon a lot. But the thing with Guaiba, he's safer because the monster doesn't have to go to the graveyard. And if you do point for point with Guaiba still gets its effect because it just needs to destroy a monster by battle. It doesn't have to send it to the graveyard. It's just like Full Helm Knight versus like Raikou or anything like that. So pretty awesome stuff. That Direct Guaiba can point for point and still gets effect. So I like that with Guaiba. But the thing with Hydreigon, if you kill a monster, you get another Hydreigon. Hydreigon attack again. Oh, like you can get nasty, especially if they have like multiple monsters, you got multiple like Shrinks or Lances. It's pretty funny. But honestly, you probably don't need triple Starlight Road. You can even go for like one, and then, or if you want to play triple, maybe you should take out one of these cards and then put in some more Stardust in the extra deck. Yeah. And you can maybe put in, I don't know, Night Beams or something like that. You can make the deck to where you like it, but it's not a very meta deck, but it's a fun deck. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this deck profile for the few of you that requested it, and have some fun. But anyways, thanks for watching. Asian Eyes signing out.